I want to share with you the love and goodness of Sherry, our beloved granny, through my eyes. From a very young age, I remember the feeling of not fitting in. I never felt truly safe or settled, and that feeling followed me into young adulthood as I bounced around from town to town, state to state, one side of the country to the other, trying to find where I belonged. And then I met Danny Crawford. Christmas was coming, and we had only been dating a few months. Danny was excited for me to meet his family, but nervous too. He told me beforehand he wasn't sure how his mother and sister would receive me. His past relationship had been more like dumpster fire, and I was 15 years younger. He truly didn't know what to expect, but by the end of the day, we were taking family photos, and would you know it, my children and I were included. Now, maybe a little of that was self-imposed, but I was committed because for the first time in my life, I felt something I hadn't felt before. I belonged, and I didn't want to let that go. Sherry and I had a very special bond from the beginning. The three of us would attend AA meetings together. Sherry and I celebrated our milestones together because we shared the same sobriety date, 6 months behind Danny. And that detail matters because it shows you exactly who she was. That woman loved her children, especially her son, so much that when Danny showed her he had a fighting chance to stay clean and sober, that was all she needed. She found her reason to stop drinking and to stay sober. And she did. What an incredible journey we shared. There's a kind of strength in that choice that people don't always see from the outside, but we saw it. We lived it, and it was beautiful. The good Lord gifted me a mother in love, a woman who taught me through her actions what unconditional love looks like, and what it means to show up no matter what. I watched her closely as she tended to our needs. She always respected boundaries. Truthfully, I never had to set boundaries with her. She just knew what we needed. She protected us and our family unit fiercely. She took me and my children in as if we were her own and never made us feel like we were add-ons. She made room for us. She made it all feel natural, like we had always belonged there. Now, don't misunderstand. We all knew who her favorite was. Chase. She couldn't hide it. That baby boy was her entire world, and she was his. Not long after he was born, Granny had those major life-changing strokes. Her right side artery was completely blocked, and the left side was 80% blocked. Her chances of survival and her quality of life didn't look good. But when I spoke to her on the phone in the hospital, she made us a promise. She promised us she would get better. She promised she would do whatever was necessary to stick around long enough to help us raise that baby. And she kept her promise. She never made excuses. She never lost focus. She changed everything. And her biggest, most difficult change was her diet. She and Denise, Granny's biggest cheerleader, went fully vegan. They didn't ask the rest of us to make the same sacrifices. In fact, they would prepare 2 separate dinners every night, a vegan meal for themselves and a regular meal for the rest of the family. And they did it without complaining, without quitting, without drifting off track, because she wasn't doing it for attention or applause. She was doing it for love. She was doing it because she wanted more time to sit at the table, more time to watch that little boy grow, more time to be Granny. That was 15 years ago, and she didn't take a single day for granted. Those last 15 years have been a gift. She poured her love over her family and gave us all she could, and it was more than we could have ever asked for. Sherry showed me how to be the best mother-in-law to my children's future partners. She taught me how to put family first. She taught me what it feels like to be loved by a mother. And I don't say that to disrespect my own mother in any way, or to suggest that she didn't love me. It was simply different. My mother was more like a mama bird. She loved me intensely until it was time to leave the nest, and then, like a mama bird, she taught me to fly or die. It's exactly what I needed to become who I am. I didn't die. I learned to fly. But Sherry taught me how to soar. How to reach my greatest potential as a mother through family and love. And once you've been loved like that, once you've been kept like that, you never forget it. You don't stop needing it, and you certainly don't stop missing it. Sherry was a woman of her word, and you were safe with her. Your secrets were safe with her. Your pain was safe with her. And your happiness? Your happiness was always celebrated by her laughter and joy. Her laugh, what a beautiful sound. I think we can all sit here and smile just remembering it. How freely she shared it. How she could lift a room with one laugh. How for a moment, everything felt a little lighter just because she was in it. Oh, Saint Sherry, how I loved you. I called her Saint Sherry because in my heart, she was a saint. She spent nearly 10 years living across the street from us during the week, away from her husband, just to tend to Chase and make Danny and my life easier. To know Sherry in these final years is to know that her world revolved around that baby. He was her reason. And as a mother, to watch someone sacrifice so much to love your child, to see her face light up when Chase or Danny walked through the front door, that was priceless. That was unforgettable. That was holy love in real life. She didn't miss a single milestone. She was there for his first words, his first steps, his first pair of underwear, his first day of school, his first football game, his first baseball game, all of it. Even when it was hard. Baseball tournaments lasted all day, but that never slowed her down. She packed her special food and found a way to make it work. We'd bring fans, coolers, tents for shade, anything to keep her comfortable so that she could enjoy it. It was physically painful for her at times, but she never let that stop her. Because love like hers doesn't look for reasons to sit it out. Love like hers finds a way. She put her children first, always. And today, even in our grief, I believe love doesn't end. It changes form. The love Sherry gave is still here. It's in Danny, it's in Chase, it's in all of us. It's in the way that this family shows up for each other. It's in the standards she set, the quiet, steady, faithful way that she loved. We will miss her deeply. We will feel that missing in ordinary moments, the moments that she used to feel. A front door opening, a laugh in the kitchen, a ball field, a holiday, a seat at the table. But we're better because of her, and we're better because we had her. Rest, Granny. Your work here was holy, and your love will always keep living in us. Danny and Chase, when you miss her, talk to her, and then live in a way that honors her. I believe that love doesn't end. It changes form. You'll feel her in a quiet moment, and in the strength that she helped build in you. And she will be proud of you every time you choose integrity, every time you show up for your family, and every time you love the way that she loves you.